thank you for the interview. How does it feel bringing this back finally? How many years has it been since we've done this?
Oh my gosh, we were just talking about this, and with COVID, nobody really seems to know how many years ago it has been, but I think we were here about 4 years ago.
See, I remember because Stevie Wonder was here, and I think that was the last one.
Right, exactly, and I think Earth, Wind & Fire, and spectacular night.
How does it feel bringing it back finally to Toronto?
Well, I think it's extra special to come back here also after nobody's seeing anyone for a couple years, and everyone's kind of ready to meet and mingle and enjoy and have some fun and celebrate life and getting together again.
Now, for folks who don't know the David Foster Foundation, what is it exactly and what does it do?
So what we do is we financially support families who have children going through organ transplants. So in Canada, your medical expenses are covered, but if you don't live in Toronto or Edmonton or Vancouver, you have to uproot your life with your child and go to one of those centers to get care, to have your surgery, to have your follow-up. And there's a lot of stuff that's left behind, and that financial stress on a family can tear them apart. So we're here to provide that for our families so that they can stay together and they can just focus on what's the most important thing, which is taking care of their child.
Who are some of the amazing guests who are going to be here tonight?
Well, of course, we have David Foster and Catherine McPhee. We have Lauren Allred, Leslie Odom Jr., and so many others. It's going to be a spectacular night celebrating Broadway.
Last question, what is it like to be a daughter of a legend?
Well, it's pretty amazing. You get to see, a couple sides of it, but I can tell you that as a Canadian, he is that down-to-earth guy that he wants his legacy to be this foundation and the support that it provides for Canadian families. And I will say that as a fan of his as well, he is a Canadian icon, and I'm just so proud of him for the work that he's done.
Congratulations. Thank you for bringing us back, and have a great time tonight.
Thank you very much.
Melissa, you wouldn't remember this, but I interviewed you backstage at the Grammys during Grammy Week. It was probably about 8 or 9 years ago. And it was probably one of the most fun interviews I've ever had because I've always been a big fan of yours, especially with Reba. Oh my goodness. Your character was hysterical.
Oh my God! Well, this is so far my favorite interviews. I mean, because you just, I do remember that interview. Because by the way, it's not often that I'm backstage at the Grammys, so that was amazing. And thank you. Barbara Jean is still one of my favorite characters too.
Oh my goodness! How does it feel being here, of course, at the David Foster Foundation, and being part of such a great event?
It feels phenomenal. I'm so happy to be here. I'm thrilled to be here. I've been a fan of David's for many years, but then when I was introduced to the foundation and what it does, I instantly became even a bigger fan of the foundation. Don't tell David. But what they do is absolutely incredible, and I think that it allows families to concentrate on the one important thing, which is the health of their family member during a time when there's so many, it's a lot.
Especially with the COVID going on and so many people, it's hard to think about others when you're just trying to make it on your own. What advice can you give folks who are trying to do that right now? But at the same time, we have to, help out with foundations like this.
Well, I think what you're asking is sort of like in a time where we've all felt overwhelmed and whatever, how do you find it to give back? Well, first of all, I think that when you're feeling empty, giving back usually fills you up. And by the way, and you don't have to give back, money could be tight, there could be a lot of ways to do it. And what I love about this organization is, you know what, if you can register to be a donor, that's doing a lot. If you can talk to a family member, find out if they're registered to be donors, that's a huge thing. Not everybody can write a check, but a lot of people can do a lot of stuff. Maybe volunteer. Time is invaluable. And I think what we've learned in the last couple of years is time is very invaluable. I just saw someone, this is so lovely. And it's precious, and so giving of your own time is huge too. So we all can find a way, and I promise you, it will feel better, and it will pull you out of the junk we've all been in lately.
One more question. Are you still doing, is it Baby Daddy?
Baby Daddy's done, but I reoccur on Young Sheldon.
Oh, that's right.
I play Brenda Sparks, their neighbor. So whenever which is lovely, they have such a phenomenal cast and writers. So whenever they ask me to come do it, I absolutely love it. It's so much fun.
Love talking to you. Thank you so much for this. I hope you could do another.
Yeah, let's not have 9 years
Exactly.
in between because I'm aging and I want to remain youthful in your eyes. So let's not let that many years go by.
You're still stunning. Thank you so much.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you.
Stacy, you look amazing. Where did you get this killer outfit from?
Oh, do you want to know where I got it? At a vintage clothing market. So this was like someone's random jacket from many years ago, and now I'm wearing it because I had to find my sparkliest outfit for this night. And yeah, I got it. Some other person owned this before me, so that's pretty cool, right?
I love your energy, and it's the kind of energy that we need at the David Foster Foundation. How does it feel being on the purple carpet for this?
Oh, it is so amazing to be here, not only for like the amazing cause that it is, but just to be performing live again and to be surrounded by all these like wonderful people and a star-studded cast. Like, I might be a singer myself, but I get starstruck by all these like amazing performers as well. So I get to open the show tonight, and yeah, it's crazy, a lot of pressure, but then I get to sit down, have my dinner, and enjoy the rest of the show after. So I'm really excited. Yeah, okay. Oh, hello. He's asking me about Canada's Got Talent.
Buzzer winner right here. Going all the way.
Thank you so
All
much.
the way. This girl is great.
Oh my gosh, Mike, thank you.
How did your life change with Canada's Got Talent?
Well, when I first stepped on that stage, I had to try to impress Canadian celebrities, right? Howie Mandel, I had to get in his good books, and then I get on that stage, I get the golden buzzer from Cardinal Fischel, and my life has changed because so many people have seen that episode, and now I'm in the next round. I've made it to the semifinals, and like I can't wait. Next Tuesday I'll be on again, and I just have to keep like making my performance better and better. So it feels amazing to finally be able to like do what I want on a big fancy stage. So I love it.
Win or lose, is an album going to come out in your way?
I have a single coming out next week after my episode, and if I could describe this song, it's exactly me in a song. So we'll have to see.
Looking forward to watching what's going to happen. It's like the soap opera, dun dun dun. Congratulations, and thank you so much for the interview.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Jim, I know I got my mask on, and I don't know if you realize I cut the braids off, but my friend, it is great to see you because the world has changed, but you and both of you are still the type of people who have given great energy to this country, great representation in business, and of course, giving back to the David Foster Foundation.
Well, thank you very much. David Foster Foundation is very dear and near to my heart, really because of the fact I've been with them a long time, and we've seen the foundation grow and grow and grow, and we're helping a lot of kids that really need them at a very young age.
Why was it important to be part of this? Why do you think it's important for people to be involved with the David Foster Foundation?
You know what, it all comes down to these families that could really be pulled apart and end up in circumstances where their family is disrupted and potentially not getting back together again. And I think it's key that the foundation raises funds for the families, to support the families. It's not just one child that is going through the illness and the medical issues, it's the whole family. So I think it's really important. They found a niche where no one else was doing this work, so we're really proud to be a part of this.
Absolutely. You know, it's been a tough time during the pandemic. Businesses have been closing. People are trying to reopen. What advice can you give for folks who are trying to get through this tough time? Small businesses, it's not easy.
You know, you just have to bear with it, and that's the hardest part in this business. We all go through tough times, but just stick it out. It's coming back, and it'll come back tenfold when it does, because people want to get out. You're seeing that tonight here. That's what it's all about. Make sure you tough it out. Don't give up.
And before we go, I gotta show the shoes. Where did you get, both of you, look at that. You two, as Ric Flair would say, style it and profile it. Where the heck did you get the shoes from?
All right, good job. We got some people that know how to dress me.
Folks, have a great time tonight, and thank you again for the interview.
Thank you.
Nice to see you again.
Good seeing you.
First, my friend, thank you so much for doing this interview, but more importantly, Thank you for being part of the David Foster Foundation, walking this purple carpet. How does it feel to be part of a foundation that really helps give back in so many ways?
Well, David has talked about this foundation with such love and passion for as many years as I've known him, but I've never gotten to do some work with the foundation until tonight. But he's talked about it with such pride that when he asked me to come here this weekend, I wouldn't miss it for the world.
What is it like to be able to be back after everything that's been going on with COVID? Everybody's been separated, and you look around here, all you see are happy faces and love.
Well, I have to say, I got to do a Broadway show right when Broadway reopened back in the fall of last year, and getting to be in front of people again on stage is the biggest thrill. I mean, you can't imagine what it's like to be on stage after 2 years of not. And that's why I feel, there's a lot of us who came up from New York tonight for this Broadway night, and it's a big reunion for all of us too. It's celebrating the arts being back.
You've done so many great shows. What is it, do you think, your secret, your passion in being able to, whatever role you have, you really bring yourself into it. You make it real. The fact that you're so passionate about what you do, and the fact of being a role model also for young actors who want to be out there and doing what you're doing. Where does that all come from?
I think it's an awareness as an artist that there's an audience there who has paid a lot of money. It costs a lot of money to go see a Broadway show these days. It costs a lot of money to go see a movie. And I'm very aware that there's a lot of entertainment options out there. You don't have to leave your couch to get a lot of entertainment options. So when people leave their house and they come to see something live, I'm very appreciative because I know those are hard-earned dollars that are being spent to see me. So I got to make it somewhat good, right? But I have a lot of respect for the audience. And I think all of the people on stage tonight are people who have a lot of respect for the audience. We live and breathe by them.
Are we ever going to get you here in Toronto? We got to get you part of Mervis Productions.
I would love to be. I would love to be. I love it here. I've gotten to, I pop in here and there. My friend Marilyn Dennis, I did her show, and I love it here. Really, really love it here. So I'd love to come back.
Well, I don't want to keep you too long. Look, go have a great time. Thank you so much for the interview.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Trevor, if there was ever anybody on this purple carpet, I was going to be so happy to talk to you.
It would be you.
How are you doing, my friend?
Man, I'm great. I've been locked down like everybody else for 2 years, so this is fantastic to come out to this,
Who is this stunning, beautiful woman next to you?
This is my wife, Dominica.
Does he ever tell you anything about me? Because we go back a long, long time.
Stunning, right? So, Dominica probably doesn't know a lot about the Soul Decision days. I don't really, talk about it, but Rudy was one of the guys that supported us when nobody else would. After our kind of rise and crawl, he was still there to do interviews, and we always remember that. So Rudy's a stand-up guy, very stand-up guy.
How did this guy sweep you off your feet?
How did I sweep you off your feet? She's so nervous.
I would keep a secret.
I actually called her stunning, just like you. I'm like, wow, you're so stunning, and she didn't understand me because she was just learning English. She's like, stunning? Why? I'm like, I don't know why you're so beautiful.
Well, look, man, what has been going on with you for the last couple of years?
I like to say I've been writing, but I have not. I just kind of was working through the issues of COVID like anybody else. Did a bit of renovating and just started writing again. And, I was lucky to get invited out to this. I actually got asked on stage last night as a surprise to sing. So that felt great after 2 years to be able to sing for David and his events and entertain a few people. So it was great.
How does it feel being part of this? The David Foster Foundation is all about giving back.
He literally is changing people's lives. I always talk about, this is what feels like. It was a song written about a friend of mine dying of brain cancer, and I never knew that Armin would produce it to be such a great fun and dance hit. I mean, I still get messages from all around the world like, this song changed my life, and it's like, somebody's dying of cancer, their brother, their sister, their mother, or whatever, and it's like, man, you really helped me through a tough time. And it's like, I see that with David. He's like helping these people get through a very difficult time with their families, and like I said, he's changing their lives. He's changing their lives.
And you've changed lives too, man, with your music. You realize I'm still playing Soul Decision in my car, right?
Soul Decision, yeah. That's good. Another nickel.
Look, man, I am so happy to see you. I'm so happy the fact that you're on this carpet.
Yeah, thanks, Rudy.
And I'm going to let you know, man, you're going to always be forever friend and forever family, my friend.
Rudy, you're awesome. Love you, buddy. You're very good. Thank you.
First, you both look amazing. How does it feel being part of this purple carpet? Of course, the David Foster Foundation, always giving back.
Well, first of all, it's great to be out after 2 years. Cooked up, you get to put a nice tuxedo on. But the most important thing is that we're here for a really amazing cause, helping kids. And so if I got to put the tux on and hang out with my friend Arlene here to do that, I'll do that every single day.
Arlene, I have interviewed you so many times, and I feel like it's always a renaissance with you. What keeps you going? What is the magic that you always bring every time you do something out with people, like, again, a role model?
Rudy, that's really kind of you to say. I mean, honestly, I get up every day and I think this is a chance to make a difference. It's a chance to live my life fully, and I've been so blessed, and so what a shame would it be if I didn't get up and make the most of it. So I love what I do, and I think that's what keeps me going and keeps me interested in everything.
And also, how does it feel being part of this tonight with the David Foster Foundation? Of course, what a way to give back.
It is such a great way to give back. I mean, these are kids in need of organs, and I can't imagine a better cause. And I've actually known families whose children have been involved with the David Foster Foundation, have influenced their lives in a dramatic way, and I'm really grateful to be invited to it, and I'm really grateful to be able to support it.
A lot of people having tough times. I want to get some advice from both of you. What advice can you give for folks who, as we're slowly coming out of this, but it's still not easy? What encouragement can you give them that hopefully they're going to find their path?
I just got to say, hang on. It's been tough. It's going to get tougher still. But you know what? A lot of people have used this as an opportunity to reinvent themselves. And we all have it in us. But when we're going through it, we think that it's never going to end. It will. We're going to see the other end of that. We just got to hold on and get support. Seek people who can support you on the journey. But recovery is coming. It will come. Just hang on.
Same thing.
Yeah, some of our darkest moments in life provide the best opportunity for us to understand what light really is. And so while this has been really hard, I think it's helped us all to understand that the more we can be in touch with each other, the more we can understand each other's needs, and the more we support each other, the better we are as a human race. And I think that's been the lesson for all of us, that we need each other.
Have a great time, folks, and thank you so much.
Thanks, Rudy. It's always nice to see you.
All right.
Sir, first I got to ask you right off the top, how does it feel being here at the David Foster Foundation? It's a foundation that gives back to so many people and so many lives.
Yeah, it's I think probably the first thing that got a yes from most of us is that we're big fans of David, and this foundation means so much to him and is so close to his heart and has been for decades, and so I'm happy to be on hand tonight to help in any way I can.
David, first, it's always great to see you. The last time I saw you, of course, in Toronto, you were with Stevie Wonder at this foundation, so it was a fun time then. How does it feel after all these years bringing it back to Toronto, and especially because we've been going through such a tough time during COVID?
Well, it's great to see everybody back. I was saying earlier that, we've experienced this for the last 6 months in America. They're a little bit more open than Canada has been, but not to say that's a bad thing or a good thing, but it's not our first time back. But it does feel amazing, and it makes me think about that first time when we did a show 6 months ago.
We're happy to have it be part of Canada's first sort of opening of shows and events, and so I think it's really great for us to be here for the beginning of that.
And that Stevie Wonder night was amazing. We're going to try and do it again tonight.